Hello, my dear Leo. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between August 16 and August 31st, 2017, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And I will do a shorter mid-month reading after many requested it, and I will use the Mary L. Tarot by Mary White. So I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Leo viewers. So I want my dear Leos to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So I also want to take the chance to tell you about Mercury moving retrograde in Virgo from August 14. Also, we will have a solar eclipse and new moon in Leo August 21st, because this is your birthday month, Leo. And also Mars will be in Leo. Sun and moon moves into Virgo August 22nd. And Venus moves from Cancer to Leo on the 26th of August, joining there with Mars. All the slow-going planets are moving retrograde, except from Jupiter, that is moving direct in Libra. Saturn is moving retrograde in Sagittarius. Uranus is moving retrograde in Aries. And Neptune is moving retrograde in Pisces. And Pluto is moving retrograde in Capricorn. For you, Leos, as I said, Mars and Sun in Leo is squaring Saturn, moving retrograde in Sagittarius. We also have Sun also squaring Uranus. No, not squaring, triangling. Leo is triangling Saturn, moving retrograde in Sagittarius, and Sun also triangles Uranus, moving retrograde in Aries. All fire. Moon moves in August 19, and the solar eclipse August 21st, and also we have the new moon. Venus moves into Leo on the 26th of August, and joining there with Mars. And Mercury moves retrograde into Leo on the 31st of August. So that retrograde Mercury is a little bit what we fear, especially the people working on YouTube, because to have a Mercury retrograde means that it's going to be a lot of problem with uploading videos like this and all things that has to do with communication. Okay, so my dear Leo, we will start right away. So the first card for you here is Six of Swords. Six of Swords is you're trying to heal from something and also understand something. You have been through things that's making you see things from different angles. It's like you are discovering new parts of yourself. And we see here, it's like you are walking on alongside with an angel and also a dog. It's very things that's, it's like you are tuning in to be amongst friends instead of enemies. You want to move towards joining friends instead of sleeping with the enemy or living with the enemy, because some of you might have had a difficult past that you want to transit from, and the Six of Swords is a very good card for this. It means healing. It's also you can look at the past and understand why certain things were happening and why it needed to happen, what kind of knowledge you will take from this. So it's a very good process that's going on here with feeling more in tune with the universe and understanding why challenges need to come, and also learning from these challenges and healing also from these challenges. So it's like you're picking up the pieces of yourself. And we see here this, like, it's like you're being very protected as well, that you understand this, that you are protected, and you you have found more sides of yourself that might be better in protecting you as well. More archetypes inside of you that's more strong. And here we have the Empress energy. So it shows the abundance that you have found in yourself and your own creativity, and in the way that it's like you have seen the truth with your own life, and you have seen that you have done a lot of good in the world, and that you can be really proud of the things that you have contributed with, that there's nothing for you to be ashamed of, even if you have been like on a path that might have been very difficult. It's like you came out with flying colors, you made something, you made it through. It's a very fertile card, the Empress. It's about abundance and new beginnings and birthing forth the new. So not even did you understand why things have to be in the way that they were, you also took this knowledge to create something new. To start create something new for yourself. We see the newborn here on the back on this, the Empress here. So it's very, very fertile, very creative, and it's just this with the truth. It's like you see the truth of something, and therefore you are being better on creating what you need in your life, something like that. And the next card here is Four of Discs. So Four of Discs here, and I feel this, it's like you have built a beautiful new foundation for yourself. It might be that you have built this foundation on a not so rock solid place. We see that this house is on the brink of it's a ravine down here, and I actually dreamt exactly this, that I was building like 4 pillars on a brink like this, or in a ravine like this. So it must be something going on where we are even if we are in a kind of dangerous place, or in a place that might be like a dangerous environment, we still manage to build safe ground for ourselves. So even if you are not exactly with friends right now, you are not exactly having a lot of support from everyone around you, you still manage to build something that's solid for you for now. But it's not forever, it's something temporary. So it's like settling for something and being content with this while you're waiting for something better to come along. But I guess they have really good views from here, and it must be a beautiful place of living. I'm thinking about this temples in the Himalayas that where they have been being able to move big rocks like this and build temples on the brink like this. And it's of course a very protective place to build your fortress as well, if this is a fortress, because it's 4 of discs, so it's a little bit connected to the tower. Maybe you have put yourself in a very safe spot where you are very grounded and solid. So you are, even whatever will happen to you, you will feel very safe. It's almost like the eagle on the cliff, like building their nest on the cliff like this. So you have a good overview. It's again with this seeing the truth and seeing who will pass by here on your road as well. I think you have become very rock solid, Leo. I think you have finding some kind of foundation, being able to build foundation even in difficult places. That shows good in engineering. And here we have a 6 of Cups, and it comes underneath the 6 of Swords. So it's something that you left in the past because it didn't work, and you saw the truth of it. You realized something, you had to move on. You were probably moving more close to yourself and what you really wanted for yourself in your life. But with the 6 of Cups, there might be like connections to the past, things that's you're still maybe reminiscing things in the past. The 6 of Cups is also about making things better, getting second chances of making things better, like reliving stuff that happened in your childhood, because this is a child or a young man, and making it to the surface this time, being able to do what you weren't able to do when you were a little child. you didn't have the same tools then. But we see here, this is very it's card about children and growing up and seeing the truth and getting second chances. The sixes are for harmony. You want to build harmonious relationships, and it's like you have this air of forgiveness over you. You can be the bigger person. You don't have to hold grudges. It's like you have learned something here. So even if situations and people might have been challenging, you can still forgive them and not have hard feelings. You will never let them do things like that again against you, because you have put yourself in a very safe position here. But it's this wings again as well. We see those angels' wings on both cards. So it's like with the eagle's nest, you feel so safe, so it's no problem for you to open up or speak the truth or give forgiveness, because you yourself is so safe right now. You're so grounded, you're so you can take on any challenge, so you don't need to overly protect yourself, because whatever challenge will be thrown at you, you will be strong enough to deal with this. It's like you have become more evolved in some way. So, and the next card for you, really central here, is the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups we have here, it's you can imagine it's a mother with their baby, but they are being skeletons. And here you have the Empress with a baby. So the Ten of Cups is a card where you kind of, you love someone so much that you will give your life for them. So you as Leo, you have very big hearts and you're very creative and abundant, but it's almost like you letting other people live on your strength. Because you feel so solid and you feel like you have so much to give, but you're giving too much. I think you're feeding people with your own blood here. And you see this red horse. So be careful of being the one that gives everything. Be careful of overdo it, like kind of spoil people around you maybe with your love. They might take you for granted. With the Ten of Cups, it's a very beautiful card. It's really about it's the song I Will Catch a Grenade for You that's coming here for you. So this is, you need to see too that you are surrounding yourself with people that's giving the same amount of love and security that you yourself are doing. And if not, you need to start to work towards that goal, because yes, as long as the children are small, we need to give them unconditional love and really take care of our family. But there comes a point when people are growing up and needs to take responsibility for their own life and also start contributing. So it seems like someone is over smothering or over mothering or being too nice or giving too much. It's like giving here. It's just a big hand of handouts and giving. And you have the beautiful harmonious sixes. So I think that you feel really good when you are in the position that you can give. And that makes you feel probably very alive and it's very passionate here. But you might be stealing the show from someone else. When you are doing too much, they are not able to bloom themselves and start to also feel like this good person, this angelic person helping everyone. If you are stealing everyone's show and over-functioning and being the big angel of it all, while everyone else is just receiving handouts from you. So maybe you need to look at that, the balance between giving and receiving, especially when it comes, if you have maybe teenage children, they are in this moment when they start to grow up and needs to have more responsibility. You don't want to curl or spoil your children. And it's the same, it's female energy here. So many female people or people having a very keen connection to the feminine, also masculine people that are too given, too outgiven. you might spoil people or put them too high up on a pedestal, and you will create monsters. So don't create monsters. And the next card here is death. Yes, so we have the Four of Discs and we have death. So I'm feeling a lot of things here. The first I felt was some kind of siege or war, that you might need to be a little bit of a hard ass, okay? And to sacrifice things. Sometimes you need to walk on the brink of death and gamble a little bit. If someone is not valuing the things that you have built together, either it's family members, your lover, your co-workers, whatever, if they are not valuing it, maybe you should stop valuing it too. Drop the ball. Boom. Okay? This is death card. So given too much and then recognizing it and dropping the ball and saying, okay, so I have done all this now, and now I will see what will come back to me. How much of what I have been given in abundance will people start to give back to me? How will they show me that I am respected, I am loved, I am worth something? Because I know you Leos, you have good confidence, so you don't really need other people to say that you are great. You know you are great. But it's good to hear that once in a while. It's good to hear that you're among friends and not foes. It's good to hear that you're surrounded with people that would actually catch you the day that you fell from your eagle's nest here, instead of just letting you fall. It's good to test people around you, what they are made of, if they are going to be there for you in the way that you have been there for them or not. For some of you, that's cross-watching for Leo, you might think that this is the Leo person not giving enough. And sometimes it's like that. We are yin and yang, so we are going to be on one of the ends here. So it might as easily be the Leo person that has been taking you for granted. And then this reading is about you, because the reading is for those who watch. It's not for those who doesn't. So it's giving advice to you that watches. And we have 4 here and 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. So it might be that you have put yourself in a safe position as well. That won't work. I felt this. It's on the brink of this ravine and everything. So of course, death might come. It's you can only imagine if a rock would fall from here, or there will come a great rain and a lahar would rush down. There wouldn't be a house anymore. So you should put your house on the Eagle's Cliff, but maybe highest up, or at least on a hill somewhere. Maybe not in the fall here where everything wants to fall down. We have gravity on its work, so gravity works very well together with death. Things will fall and die, and eagles that can't fly will also fall and die. So there might come a change that you have been waiting for. Maybe you have been giving a lot to someone that has been like on a cliff and built themselves really a secure home, but death will come to that place too, especially if they built it in a dangerous place. So I feel this, someone is given and someone is holding on, and this is going to, death is going to, like death in Texas, everything is going to be like leveled out. So no one is going to win over another in the end. There's something more that wants to come through here. We have the 3 and the 4. So it might be like an imbalance between masculine and feminine as well. And the Empress is connected to the death card. Whenever an empire becomes too solid, too rigid, too built up, too full of themselves, it will fall. When ego becomes too big, it will fall. If you have built a big ego with taking care of other people, maybe they were not so happy with this. Maybe you smother them. So these illusions of yourself will also fall. Whatever has been built up that has been not built on solid ground, but has been built on maybe your fears, is going to have to fall, and you are going to have to face your fears. So it will be different for different Leos, of course. So that was in the now, and I want to take a card for the Four of Discs, whatever is going on there. And I'm using the Druid's Craft Tarot with Philip and Stephanie Cargone, illustrated by Will Worthington. So it's a new deck that I have done a review on it. You can see it far down there. So it came actually 3 cards for you when it comes to the Four of Discs. And here's the air sign, Princess of Swords. So it might be like a really young person. It might be you, some revolution, maybe someone really standing firm to the truth, or wanting to exploit the truth or say the truth or change the world accordingly with their truth. So it's very freedom fighting energy here. And again, the teenager energy, someone going through maybe a difficult adolescence, a difficult transition there. And yeah, so it's the whole swords suit, of course. We have the Prince of Swords and the Queen of Swords because this is a really new deck. So therefore all fell out because I haven't really shuffled them through and through. But it wants to show like this sword suits of people. The Four of Discs might be connected to thinking, overly thinking things, being too just, being too rigid, being too logic, not letting life rule your life, but actually letting mind rule your life. When you always think that, well, you need to put what's safe first, you might miss out on your whole life. So some of you Leos might be over logical, being overly protective of what's yours, and therefore missing out of all the fun. And some of you will deal with people like this, that's too rigid and too logical, and missing out on all the fun that you can bring to them. Okay, and here we have the future, and we have a 9 of Discs. So 9 of Discs is it's a card of being strong enough to take care of yourself. It's this deep strength, like life was given to us, so we might as well live it. It doesn't matter who will be with us or who will not be with us. We will value this gift of our life and make it as abundant as we can. The 9 of Discs is traditional a card for singles. And you have a 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups here that's talking about reconciliation and forgiving the past. And maybe you are forgiving the past and moving on and living your life free as a singles person. You might also be as not so attached to people or relationship or things that you were before. You have found some kind of like gravity point inside of yourself. Gravity seems to be important in this reading, where you're solid. So we also see this is 3 phases on this, and it's 2 moons, the white moon and the black moon Lilith. And it's a black pillar and a white pillar. So there's a lot of contrast here. But when you see the contrast, you're also being able to see things more clearly. If everything were white, you wouldn't see a thing. So you need the black and the white. You need the good and the bad, the beauty and the ugly, to be able to see the contrast and see what it brings forth to you. So it's a lot with knowledge about yourself, what's making you happy, what's making you in balance, and what's throwing you out of balance. It's a lot of taking responsibility for your own self to make you yourself a happy life, not caring so much for what other people think of you, if you have given enough to them, if they are giving enough to you, but more focus on what's inside of you. This is the hermit stage, 9 of Discs. So it's about moving inwardly, taking care of your body, pamper your body, taking nice baths, walks in the park, moisturizing yourself. It's also about sexuality, but sexuality that you own yourself. You are not giving this away to someone else to make them happy. If you have sex for you yourself. We see also this symbol of healing. It's an old symbol that comes from one of our first civilization. It was owned by a deity named Enki that actually has in the old like stone tablet text. He was the one responsible for creating the human beings. So this is evolution as well. When you find yourself, when you go deep in, when you stay with your body, you will evolve, because you have all your key activations down here. If you trigger them by kind of being nice to yourself and loving everything that's inside of you, and aligning with everything that's inside of you, you will find a key here. You will start vibrating in a way that's actually going to make you evolve into the next state of human evolution. So it's a very good card, this one, and it's making you very strong. Sometimes it can make you too strong, so you will show off as a person, don't need anyone else. And maybe it's like this for you right now, Leo, that you don't need anyone else. Maybe this is the time when you go into the hermit mood, and whatever you try to accomplish here in the past, it died, it's like I gave all my energy away, now I will give this energy to me. So it's good to be self-focused in the month that's your birthday, Leo. And we are going to have the solar eclipse in Leo. So that is death. It's an ending of a cycle and a beginning of a new one. And it will be like a almost 2 decades long cycle here. So what you are doing now is building the foundation for that new cycle. So it's very crucial that you build something that you really want, and not something that's built on unsolid ground or unsolid relationships. You want something that's solid. And here we have the 8 of Wands. So 8 of Wands is like being very full with spiritual power. You're full of your soul, you're full of God, you have this creative energy, you can build whatever you want. You got the torch now, kind of. But the 8 of Wands is also about communication. It's about learning from past mistakes due to communication. Maybe you need to communicate with someone, or you need to communicate your true needs and true feelings. But it's like you can't really leave people behind without helping them. So that's your big heart, Leo. You have this strength, and sometimes you use it to keep other people up, and you forget about keeping yourself up. But maybe because you have so much, you have been centered yourself in self-love, maybe it's time for you to start giving, but not so much of giving what people want from you, but what they actually need from you. It's like stepping up and becoming the teacher. Stepping up and trusting your own strength, not making yourself small to fit into different situations and relationships. It's like you have made yourself like a teeny little pussycat, and you're really a Leo. So now you're going to be really a Leo, and people can take it or leave it. It's like this. You have a lot to offer. You can help people, but then they need to listen to you. You are not going to make yourself small and pretend like you don't know things. It's like, yeah, I know things. So if you want to have my help, I will tell you, but then you need to listen to me. Or in other case, I'm not going to be able to help you. So it's going to be very straightforward communication. And it's also a snake here entangled with your paws there. Snakes are also evolution. We have this here. So if someone wants to evolve with you, well, then that's fine. You can help them. But you're not going to let them slow down your pace. It's like you're not going to give your everything away. So you won't be able to move forward yourself. If people are dragging you down, they are going to be let loose. But if they want your help, you're glad to help. It's kind of this. It's very hard sometimes. I will just feel the feelings of a card, and it's very to put words to that, it's sometimes not so easy. But we see here it's very loving energy and holding this up. So if anyone needs your help, you will be there for them. But if they want to drag you down or drag you under, you are not going to be there for them. So they can walk with you, and then they will join with you, or they can walk in another path and you will say bye-bye. So death is bye-bye. It's crucial bye-bye. It's final bye-bye. Okay, the last card here is Three of Wands. So Three of Wands is a very beautiful card about communication. You're very clear with what you want. You don't hide things. You say like this and this and this is what I want. You don't hide your game. You don't play games. You are very straightforward. The truth that will come is the truth that whatever people see, they will get with you. So with the Three of Wands, you are ready to move forward. You are ready to have whatever it is that your dreams have been full of. You are ready to have that now. And Three of Wands says that it's open. You are let loose, Leo, from old karmas or old situation that was stuck. And now you can move into the future. And Three of Wands is also, it's communication. It might be also dating. It might be communication due to internet. You have both Eight of Wands and Three of Wands. It might also be crucial communication coming maybe from a Capricorn. We see the Capricorn symbol here. We have Scorpio there, also there. And Four of Discs, it's probably also Capricorn. I don't remember really. But in other case, there is Leo and Sagittarius. So it's mostly about you. You're very full of yourself maybe right now, but it's okay. It's your birthday month. So you want things like you want them, and you're not going to wait around for people that's too slow or that's stuck because you have been waiting long enough. You have been waiting long enough. Oh yes, okay. So it's very beautiful, and no flipped cards as well. Okay, so I'll take a card here for your past, and we have the Tower there in the past. And the Tower is probably this, what you have been healing yourself from. The Six of Swords, something fell, something went under. You have the Tower and now also Death. So I think with the Death card, it's like if something is stillborn, if something is not, you're not able to build on it anymore. You can't put more rooms in this place. It will fall down the cliff. So you will do something else. Maybe travel, maybe, you know, if you had a workplace where you couldn't expand or a relationship where you couldn't expand and move forward, you will move forward now. First, you needed to go through this breakthrough or breakup or ending a job or saying, well, I'm done with this family or whatever happened here. And it's by divine interference. So it was meant to be like this. It's not like something that you draw on yourself, but it actually were meant to happen. And it was kind of a wake-up call, and it made you see a lot of things, and you started to understand more about yourself. So this was really crucial that this happened. It was actually a gift, and you have asked for help and you got it. And then we will see the future for you. Oh, that's probably it. So it's much the same energy here, and it didn't come flip side. So we can see here you're building new towers for yourself, but they are more to your taste. You can imagine if you go to the top of the cliff here, you will really get a good overview. It's something you have visioned. It's something you have dreamt of that will come to you. This wasn't what you have visioned. This was not what you wanted to build. And now it's like you have made your dream come true, or you will make your dream come true. You have waited such a long time, and now sun breaks through here through the clouds, and we see the rainbow. That's a lot of hope. That's a lot of things that your dreams will be, you will have your dreams met, Leo. That's what I see. Whatever you dream of will come through with all this. You're being very supported also. Eight of Wands is like divine energy just supporting you, pushing you to whatever heights you are supposed to move towards. Okay, so snakes, and death. It's death. It's the snake shedding its skin. So you are shedding your skin. No one knows how Leo will look after this birthday month, because with the solar eclipse and everything, the table might turn like totally, and we might see something new here with you. Old burdens are being let go of, and there's something new, totally new, and it's something that you have dreamt of. So that's beautiful. Okay, my dear Leo, thank you for joining me on this spiritual journey towards our human evolution. And I wish that you will come back and join me in the beginning of September. Okay, take really good care. Bye bye.